Hi, I wanted to clip this on here. I don't know. That looks weird. Okay. All right. So this is kind of weird. I'm taking this up just because. Sorry, I didn't mean to get dressed up for you guys. I was doing a Christmas thing with my best friend, so I'm home now. Okay, I'm safe and sound. Still hydrated, so that's all that really matters. Um, hi. I know that this is kind of strange because disappeared and really didn't say anything. And I remember like when I first like disappeared for a while. Um, not gonna lie, I did get a couple people reaching out to me, being like, "Hey, like, are you okay, girl? Or like, what's going on? Like, are you just taking time off, or like what's going on?" And I just never addressed it. I never really addressed like why I just stopped doing YouTube for a while. I just kind of just like I'm just not gonna make videos anymore. I didn't address anything, and for that I'm sorry. I really am because I kind of just built up this hype of like being a YouTuber and like reaching all these subscribers, and just for me to just leave you guys like that. Like I thought that was kind of. I'll be honest, that was kind of rude on my end. So I'm sorry that I never said anything. I'm sorry that I just left you guys wondering and apparently worrying. Which like thank you guys for worrying. But um overall, I would say that I've been all right. I haven't been my best lately, which is part of the reason why I left. Honestly, I just needed me time. Um and I mean, I'm just gonna get into all of it because I don't even know how long this video is gonna be. So, if you're someone who doesn't like long let's talks type of sit down videos, I'm sorry. So, yeah, um, I'm gonna turn off my vanity because I actually turned it on thinking it was gonna like do something, and I don't think it did anything. I have my ring light on, so it doesn't matter anymore. Okay, um, yeah. So I went back through my YouTube. Um, just because I wanted to check up on like what's going on with my channel and all that, like what's it looking like. And I'll be honest, during my break, I kind of I kind of got like a little anxious, a little nervous on like checking like my subscriber count and all that stuff, like just because like I'm not someone who like gives that much of a fuck about like followers or likes or anything like that. Like, yeah, I always did tell you guys like make sure to leave a like if you enjoy it or subscribe if you guys enjoyed. Um, but again, I'm realistically now looking at it like I don't really care about that stuff. I mean, I just recently started posting on my TikTok again, and I mean, she's got 9 followers, so and I'm having fun on TikTok, so I don't care about followers that much, but like obviously, like if my content is for you, then like that's up to you if whether or not you want to follow or not. But yeah, I would randomly check up on my subscriber count, and it was usually like really really good. For the most part, my subscriber count more or less stayed the same. I think I lost like a couple of you, but that I'm not surprised because I just like I said, I just left without any explanation, so I wouldn't be surprised if some of you were like, okay, well, peace, girl. Um, by the way, for those of you who don't know that I do YouTube, hi, hi. This is kind of strange, I know, but yeah, I was doing YouTube for a while, and then the reason why I kind of stopped, and the reason what the point I was trying to get to when I said that I looked back to my YouTube is because um, when I uploaded my last video. I believe it was a vlog that I did. I did a vlog for my best friend's birthday, and I think that was the last time I ever uploaded. That was back in like June, I believe. Yeah, because her birthday's in like June. So yeah, I haven't uploaded anything since. And the reason why uh was because truthfully I had finally gotten a job. I don't know if it's something that I have mentioned on my YouTube channel about my struggles with like getting a job and all that. It's just been tough. It's been really rough for me after high school. Like my life after high school has not really been the best, honestly. So for me to finally get a job opportunity, like it was a big deal for me. And I remember like thinking to myself, like, I'm gonna like, you know, I don't know what I'm doing with my bangs. I feel like I'm making them worse. I'm trying to make them look cute, but I'm just making them worse. Um, yeah, I remember thinking to myself, like, this is like a great opportunity. Like, I can like finally like do something with my life, and actually like enjoy myself and like, you know, treat myself, treat my family, help out my family, do all that good stuff. So I was like really excited that I got a job. And yeah, truth be told, I fucking hate my job, honestly. Like most of us I think do. I hate my job so much. But the only reason why I don't leave is because I don't have anywhere to go from there. Like, I don't have any backup jobs. I've tried my best to look for something that can hopefully be better for me, but unfortunately, it's already tough enough trying to get a job. So, the fact that I have one right now is like a big deal. But yeah, I don't want to be there, honestly. Like, I understand that a job is a job, and like, everyone, like, we all go through whatever with our jobs and all that. But like, honestly, like, I just feel like what I've gone through and what I'm going through with work, like, it hasn't been the greatest for me mentally, because this isn't just like, my boss is really strict with me, and like, I just, I don't like being corrected. Like, it's not that at all. Like, it's, I don't want to get into too many details because I don't want to necessarily like, you know I don't want to risk something spilling and then potentially getting sued for. So, I'm trying my best not to say as much. But um yeah, I've I've been working since June, and it's been mainly the reason why I haven't done YouTube anymore. Part of that reason why I don't do YouTube anymore. So here's the thing, right? I got really addicted to doing YouTube because I was doing YouTube videos like once a week, and sometimes I would do them like multiple times a week, and like I just became like really obsessed with like talking to a camera and just posting videos, Um and the reason why I kind of stopped with YouTube and didn't really like necessarily like feel the need to do YouTube as much was because before I got a job, um I was pretty like I was pretty what's the word I'm looking for? Like, I would kind of isolate myself a lot. You know what I mean? Like I'm in my bedroom, right? A lot of you probably recognize this room because it's where I've, done all my videos and stuff. Actually, I don't even know if a lot of you recognize the room. Yeah, I painted my room. I don't know. I don't even remember when. You guys probably remember my room used to be pink. I completely painted my room. This is like Ghost Whisperer white or something like that. Yeah, but no, it's still my room, guys. Okay, it's my room. I know just because the last time I think I was on YouTube, my room was pink. I don't think I did a video where I explained that my room was painted or anything like that. But anyway, not the point. Um, so I would kind of isolate myself in here, and I would just talk to cameras, and I would just watch a bunch of dumb stuff on my computer, and I would just film my reaction and just talk a bunch of nonsense, and I did that because, frankly, like, aside from my best friend, like, I never really had like a crowd. I didn't really have people that like, I can go to. Like, I mean, my best friend is always there for me, and she's always been there for me. So, what more could I ask for? I love her to death. Um, but I was just so addicted to just being locked in my room. And the reasoning, because I didn't really have anything to do. Like, I was I wasn't working, I wasn't going to school, so I was just home all the time, and so I would just cure my boredom by giving myself something to do. So I would film videos, talk to people, talk to you guys, and I would just edit so many things. And I would just, that was just my way of getting through the day, and it really helped me because it kind of helped me like feel like, like I have a crowd of people that I can like, go to, rely on, like I can kind of just like spill out all these feelings and stuff, which is dumb because it's like, it's not like you guys are here with me personally. You guys just, get to comment and stuff, um which didn't help a lot because a lot of my comments were mean comments, so that didn't really help. But no, but I really do appreciate all of you guys who have been there for me since day one. But what I'm trying to say is, after I got a job and I started working, I became really close with some coworkers. So it's like I kind of started feeling like I was becoming a part of this like crowd of people. So it's like I started finding myself like with like friend groups and stuff, because it's like I had coworkers who I've been friends with, and one of my coworkers I actually hung out with like outside of work. So it's like I kind of felt more like I'm getting out there, like I'm putting myself out there. Um and then another thing too is, I started going to the gym a lot. So it's like, I've been, working on my body, but also I use it as a distraction because this year has been a lot. Honestly, like this year is garbage. I hate this year so much. Yeah. I'm so ready for this year to end because I can't with this year. Like this year has just been so much and I'm just so tired of it that I'm like dying for this year to just end already. And yeah, so going to the gym, doing my workouts, sometimes all I want to do is just like, hit the treadmill and just listen to my music, and like that's all I do, you know what I mean? Or sometimes I'll like listen to a podcast or listen to my audiobook. Like I just, I just need to distract myself in that way. Um and another thing that I also joined was I started, I joined a book club. Who I, I love those people. We actually went to a party on Friday. So we had a party. And that was really cool because to me that was the first time I've ever been invited to a Christmas party. Um, so that was really cool. So basically, what I'm trying to say is I've gotten myself really out there. Like I started having a life outside of the house. Like I started, you know, meeting people. I started, distracting myself, like for example, like when I go to the gym, like I don't talk to people at the gym, but like, I go to the gym and I distract myself that way, just to get out of the house sometimes too. I go to my book club because, if you follow me on my social media, you know that I am obsessed with reading. I have just reading has become like my personality lately. Like I'm obsessed. Like I'm in a book all day. Like, like if I don't answer your calls or your text messages, or from now on if I'm not answering your comments, it's because I'm deep in a book. Okay? So that's all I do now. But I really just put myself out there. I started actually becoming a part of what is essentially known as the real world, rather than just be isolated in here where I'm just surrounded by my thoughts, because that's not a healthy thing to do. Um, and yeah, I mean, you know, this year it's just been tough for me. Um, I know that on YouTube I kind of like portrayed this image of me having the time of my life, vlogging and stuff like that, like really just entertaining myself. But truthfully, like looking back at all those videos and stuff, um, yeah, I was really going through it. Honestly, like I look back at that and I just think to myself, like, oh my god, like the trauma that's going on behind her eyes, like. And that's the thing that people don't realize is that like you can see a YouTube video and you can see your favorite YouTuber, they can make you laugh, they can entertain you all they can, but like when you don't know the realization of what's going on, like in the back of their mind, like that's when it's like really sad to me. Um And that's how I feel watching my old YouTube videos, because I watch my stuff and I'm like, no one knows what I'm going through, and what I've currently been going through has just been not it for me, because like this year just I just need this year to end. Like I think it's this year. Like for some reason this year it's just so tough. Um I had a really bad year so far. I mean, I had good moments, like I said, like I started becoming a part of, groups of people. Like I've met people this year, and like that's the part that I cherish from this year. Like, really getting closer and closer with my best friend, becoming a part of a book club, becoming close with like, coworkers and stuff, like really just having a life has really been the best part of this year. But this year has just really taken a big chunk out of my life, because it's just been a lot, um I don't remember if I ever addressed it, but I remember, um at the beginning of the year, I made a video on here, um where I basically said that I was going to take a break from YouTube for a while. And I did. I took a couple weeks off, I think. And then, I don't remember if I addressed what really happened. Um, but I did address the fact that, my family was kind of going through something really, really bad. And so I just didn't feel like pretending to be happy on camera and stuff. Like I was like, I feel terribly wrong for trying to make myself laugh and like pretend that everything's okay on camera when like knowing that it's not. Um, and so basically, long story short, in case I haven't addressed what happened, um, yeah, my mom passed away, and so that's how I started my year, and that's kind of what made me realize this year is not gonna go well, because my mom passed away, and then within the same year, um, I had two other relatives pass away. Um, and on top of that, I mean, I was blessed with the blessing of a job. However, my job is not going so great for me because I don't know what to even think sometimes. Like like I don't even know why I even still show up, because I truthfully I don't want to be at my job. Like I don't want to be there. Obviously I know I have to, because it's like it's my job and all that. But yeah, no, my job has been really tough for me too. And um one thing's for sure is that I'm kind of just like worried about what's going to happen with my job, because there's been a lot of drama going on. Um and yeah, I don't know. I I'm not sure, but I could potentially I'll just leave you guys off with this. I may or may not be potentially on the road to getting fired. So I don't know. I don't know like what to think. I don't know how to feel sometimes. And so, I kind of just wanted to do this video because it's like I have so much to say, and I feel like I could have waited longer. However, I just feel like something in me was telling me I think it's time to come back, because I don't know. Like doing YouTube has helped me in a lot of ways. Um but in a lot of ways it did also take a big part of my life. Like part of the reason why I did go off social media for a while, and why I also left YouTube, this is another reason why I left YouTube. Was because I needed to really focus on myself. Like I was getting sucked into this world of influencer, and I wasn't focusing on myself, and it was just to the point where it was unhealthy. And I had a really personal talk with my sister about this. um and she advised me that the best thing to do is to get off social media for a while. So if you guys notice that I not only left YouTube, but I wasn't as active on Instagram, on TikTok, on anything really, it's because I just needed to get away from the internet. And that's basically where I got this addiction to reading books. Okay, I got obsessed with reading because I was like, well, I don't want to spend a lot of time on my phone anymore. Like, you guys know me, like I love gaming, but like gaming is like, one of those things that it's like I'm not trying to get too obsessed with that because it's like, you know, I'm not trying to be one of those people that like lock themselves in their room and is on the game all day. But I still play games here and there. That was actually one of the things that I did actually do is I would just play a lot of like Nintendo Switch and all that. Um but that's basically where my obsession with books came in because it's like, a book really did distract me in a lot of ways because it's like I get it gives me that feeling of like leaving the real world to go into some type of fantasy type of world where none of my life applies to this. It's like I'm in this book right now. I am living in this book. None of my problems over here are gonna matter. Like I that's one of the reasons why I just love reading is because like I get to escape reality in a way, and I just it just makes me feel so happy. Like I just love reading, and if you know me, if you follow me on especially on TikTok and on my Instagram, you know that I'm obsessed with reading. Like I love reading. Um I've improved a lot too. Like I would read like one book a month. So far in the month of December, I've already finished like 8 books, which is a big improvement for me because I'm normally not that type of person who reads that much. But yeah, um, readings helped me a lot. Um, and yeah, I don't know, I just really wanted to explain myself because I was like, I didn't feel right the way I just kind of left YouTube because normally like the last time, like for example, when the whole thing was going on with my mom, I did address it to you guys that like, I was gonna have to leave for a little bit and I don't know when I'll be back. This however all this I just never explained any of it. I kind of just left it like, okay, well, nothing, like I guess I'll be back one day, but then I just kind of thought to myself, like, I kind of want to like come back, and I'm not gonna promise you guys like, like, oh, come check out every Friday new videos. Like, no, I am not making a schedule so far. I would like to work on a schedule. Um, but I don't know. What do you guys think about me coming back to YouTube? I know some of you are probably new, and if you are new, then this is perfect for you guys to. If you guys want to check out some of my other videos, there's a lot. Honestly, I've made so many videos on my YouTube channel. Um, but I don't know. I kind of thought about it. I was like, what would I do if I did come back? Like, I I kind of want to do vlogging again because that was fun. I enjoyed vlogging. I'm not gonna lie. And I think my best friend, loved vlogging with me as well. So, that's gonna happen. Um, Speaking of my best friend, as far as the podcast goes, yeah, we're not stopping the podcast. We still have the mentality of like, oh yeah, we should do the podcast soon. But you guys know, if you guys have heard me talk about this podcast, yeah, our schedules are very different. So it just sucks. We're trying to figure out a way to try to get a podcast, like going. Like, I think for now, if we genuinely put a little more effort into trying to come back, we might be doing like podcasting like once or twice a month at the start. And then maybe from there, once we start getting into the habit of it, we may evolve eventually into like possibly doing it once a week, but like I don't know. It's not up to me, it's not just up to me because the podcast is not just mine. It's mine and my best friend. Um and she did tell me that if she's ever not available and I feel like doing the show alone, maybe a couple episodes, like that, there's no issue with that. And I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem doing an episode by myself or anything like that. But yeah, I just would have to see like how I would do it, what I would do, you know what I mean? But realistically, like what I was trying to say is if I did come back to YouTube, like what would I even do? Like, cuz aside from vlogging, cuz I do like vlogging, um some of the videos that I would do, I don't really necessarily have the energy to do them anymore. Like, I know for a fact, like, I did a couple cooking videos. I'm not really gonna be into doing that as much anymore. Maybe here and there. Um, Gaming videos, I don't know if I'm gonna be doing. Um, and I don't know. Like, do you guys want me to go back to reviewing horror movies? Do you guys want me to review books? Because I can definitely do that for you guys. Um, but I don't know. In the meantime, I do post on TikTok now, so you guys can definitely follow my TikTok. Um, yeah, I'm definitely on that crazy side of book talk. So if you're not into that, maybe don't check it out. But yeah. Um, Anyways, that's kind of what I just wanted to talk to you guys about because I'm like, I want to say something and I kind of want to speak out. You know, like I said, I don't want to expose too much about my job because I'm trying not to get sued. Like I'm already trying to, you know, stay calm with this whole possibly might get fired thing because I don't know how that's gonna turn out. But yeah. Thank you guys once again for being there for me since day one. Thank you for staying here on this channel, subscribed and all that while I was away. Thank you for waiting patiently. And all I can really say to myself is, Riley, welcome to the real world.